storm show. Ay, it's a storm show.
What is up, guys? Today I have Buffy here, her husband, Dr. David from Married to Medicine. This is now look, my phone went off as soon as we started. Now, this couple here was definitely one of my favorites because they really seemed easy breezy beautiful is the best way I can describe it. They seemed really light. They didn't have a dark energy around them. And so I'm really excited to talk to them both today. So welcome to the show, guys.
Thanks for having us, Storm. I put a bra on for you today, you know, COVID.
I know. I wish we could be in person, but it's like everybody's afraid to be in the same space. So tell us, I guess we can first start off by talking about how did you two actually meet?
There are two versions.
There are actually two versions. There was the real version, and then the initial version that we had told
to tell our parents,
our families, and everybody.
You know, David, Mama, Pastor.
So that version is that when I was in residency, I had finished up medical school. I was doing my psychiatry residency. I was working down at Grady Hospital, which is the big public hospital in downtown Atlanta. At the same time, Buffy was attending Georgia State University, which is...
He's a dirty old man. I was a child. He was, finished with medical school already.
Oh, okay.
And so it's just a few blocks from there. So we would end up at some of the same places.
Pizza place, and he would stare at me. And that did happen. But then we later, and that's the story we tell.
Yeah.
But really, we met online.
The real story is we did online. But long before there was Match.
It was like 20 years ago. So it was like, you got mail.
So who reached out to who first? Okay. All right. That's the way it's supposed to be. All right.
Funny story though. I remember telling Dave I was in love with him before he told me. And what was your response?
I don't know if I like you quite as much as
he said, I don't know if I'm there yet. And so we broke up. Mind you, this was after I spent 700 of my coins giving him a damn birthday party.
Yeah. It was not one of my better moments.
But look, it all worked out. Look where we are today. I think another thing that's important to talk about, especially with COVID, a lot of people are learning, no matter your socioeconomic status, your race, wherever you come from, we're learning that we can't depend on a paycheck, and that generational wealth is something that's very important. And so Buffy and David, you too, can you guys tell us a little bit about, like, did you guys come from wealth? I mean, Buffy, I know your story, but just let us know a little bit.
My family is comfortable. But no, so I mean, I grew up with a family of entrepreneurs, and my grandmother is very big on saving and giving back to the community and creating good jobs for people in the community that look like you, they could be proud of. And so I kept up my family's legacy. So yes, I didn't come from folks who didn't have extra money. I will say that. Okay. And neither did he.
Yeah. So my parents, my father had worked for the bank for a long time, and then he went and worked for an HMO for a little while, and then he didn't really like any of that. So he actually got into entrepreneurship himself and bought a dry cleaner and kind of got started there. And so my first job was at Plaza Cleaners in my father's shop. That was until I turned 16, could actually go get a job somewhere else.
But his dad sold his dry cleaners at the age of 45 and hasn't worked a day since.
He's been retired since then.
Retired since.
Oh.
Now 74.
Well,
He's been playing golf 74. On the golf course ever since, living a good life.
Well, I tell you what, if I can be retired by 45, maybe I need to open up a dry cleaner. It don't sound too bad. So, okay, so you guys both had that entrepreneur spirit in you. And so I asked that because when you guys got approached to do Married to Medicine, were either of you guys afraid that the reality show stigma would affect either your marriage or your careers?
I was never concerned about it affecting my career or our marriage because I am always authentically myself.
Okay.
So my clients know I cuss, I cut up. It don't matter if you make $20 million a year or $20,000 a year. You get Buffy unfiltered all the time. So it wasn't going to be like they were going to look like on this show and say, oh my gosh, I didn't know Buffy did all that. I'm real. I'm myself. I wasn't putting on no L's, never do. So I wasn't concerned about that. I was concerned about my husband's practice.
Okay.
And you know, David is authentically himself, but editing is a powerful thing.
Yeah.
Ain't it though?
But you know, I think luckily it turned out fine.
For him.
Yeah, no, I mean, yeah, Buffy went through the ringer. For me, it was, I did not get that scrutiny. But you know, I was always the accessory anyhow.
True.
Well, men kind of are though, although Bravo is finally catching on, and they're like, you know what, these men are pretty interesting. Like, we need to get them talking too. So they've been props for the longest time. But I know one thing I wanted to ask is, like, an average day of shooting the show, what is your schedule like?
So, you know, I was told, and I agreed to sign on as a friend. But and I'm so glad you're giving me this platform to explain this.
Okay.
Because Buffy Purcell is very busy. Right? Just like everybody else, right? You know,
right.
She's busy. And so I was told, oh, you'll be a friend of the show. Now, I'm a fan of the show, and when I watched it before, your friends were seen and not heard. They popped up at parties, maybe got a one line, wrote some cute outfits, and they maybe were in 2 or 3 episodes. Well, that didn't happen with me. I didn't make appropriate allowances in my schedule with my real business because I was told I was a friend. And then I ended up being a friend that was in every episode except one. Now, what friend you ever seen on any Married to Medicine, Bravo, any show that's been in every episode and all 3 reunions except one? You know,
the only one I can think of is maybe Marlo Hampton, but even she gets a break. Even she does her own thing.
Marlo is a very good example, and now they're doing that to Tanya. So, but you know, it was a lot. It was like 4 days a week of filming. And it's like, you know, there are certain cast members who late all the damn time and don't have any respect for other people's schedules. So you just
tell us who.
Yeah. Y'all already know.
I can take a good guess. Okay. Okay.
So it was a lot. And you know, I didn't know what was gonna happen every day. I was just told to show up somewhere.
So is it scripted, or is it kind of like just free for all? I've always wondered that, because, like, let's say I have an issue with you, right? I'm just not gonna talk to you. But then I guess that wouldn't be but I guess that wouldn't be a show. So are you do the guys force you to have those uncomfortable conversations? So
what's the thing where people go and they give you a topic? Improv. Yeah. I think it's improv.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think they throw you into, like, there has to be.
They set up something.
They set up something, but you don't get lines and all this stuff. So it's real. Like, I really don't like the dentist. I really don't like Dr. Walters. That's real.
That's real. Okay.
Real. I really no longer like Dr. Whitmore. But you know, you know, it's not scripted. There's a framework, and they throw your ass in and go. So.
And it's just kind of like, all right, good luck.
Yeah, but I think Married to Medicine is successful because those are real beefs. They ain't fake.
Okay, good.
These people, you know, I think the dentist puts on more than other people, but that's her job. She's the court jester, you know. She's the clown, honey. That's her job. So.
Speaking of teeth, okay. Let's talk about teeth really quick, okay. I love the fact that, okay, let's back up.
Look at your baby. Is that a baby puppy, or that's a little?
Oh no, he's like 8. He's 8. He's middle aged. So one thing I noticed is that for every new person that comes on the show, it's almost like they have to get hazed by her, right? It's almost, I'm like, is this a reality show or a game?
Now, are you tired of being fat as hell? Are you sick of your breasts hitting your lap when you sit down? Are you embarrassed every time you go by and people think you pregnant, but you really not? You just had a big burrito last night. If you were going through them problems, and guess what? I got a solution for you, and your solution is going to be found in NUTRABURST. Now, before you get mad, let me let you know, in addition to using NUTRABURST products, you're going to need a healthy caloric deficit diet. But one of my favorite products that NutraBurst offers is called Resolution Drops and Life Drops. And I'm telling you, they help me not eat as much because, you know, I'm a cookie monster. I'm a slave to that pata monster. So if you a slave to the pasta and the cookies like me, get you some Resolution and some Life Drops. My link is in the description box below.
I love how you stood up to her. Like, even at that dinner when you guys were in Mexico and you shut it down. Like, I just love how you stood up to her. So tell me, from the time you came on the scene, like, how long was it before the dentist started coming for you?
She came for me immediately, but I didn't have any problems with the dentist. I actually liked her a lot because I can't curse, right? But I curse a lot.
Oh, you go ahead. Go ahead. It's fine.
Bitch ain't stupid. She's smart. And I know that she probably was the most successful in her real career, one of these broads financially when this stuff started. Because, you know, I'm an accountant. I know what dentists do. And you know what I'm saying? And she's not dumb. In conversations with her, anyway, I was excited to meet her and be friends with her. And we didn't have any beef. And she would say the most evil things to me. And then as soon as the camera stopped, I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to say that, blah, blah, blah. And I'd be like, eh. And so but she does haze you. And I kept saying, girl, like first she was like, well, your husband is got, like when my good girlfriend and former client, Joseline, came to my party, you know, they didn't show that when Joseline walked out there. Now Joseline got keys to my house. That's how close family we are, right?
Oh, y'all real close.
Yeah, we family. Like, oh, happy birthday, Beliz, your bro.
Yes, indeed.
Beliz's birthday was yesterday, her fiance. Joseline walked out like she owned the shit because she family. And so the dentist was like, you let this bitch around your man. So immediately, you know, Joseline is Joseline. And she was about to F some people up. So I said, oh, you're so funny having the year to try to de-escalate from jump,
Okay.
right? They didn't really show that. And so she said when she met my live-in house manager, Sylvia, who is from what the hell is it? Brazil. And Sylvia's pretty. I don't want no ugly person cleaning my house. So but I watch her clean my house. And she was like, you let her be around your man, Dave gonna sleep with her. And I was like, girl, I don't. She just started from the beginning. I was like, I don't have them concerns. He's too tired after I'm done with him. Move on.
I know that's right. Okay.
And so she just kept, and I kept shutting her down. And then by the time we got to Cabo, I guess she was like, well, the only thing I can go after her with is she has trouble having babies. And when I snapped, because I wasn't gonna go off on Dr. Walters because she my mama age. Okay. And so I was raised properly to respect my elders. Okay, I'm 42, and don't believe the age that they say that she is.
Because I'm not gonna lie, she gave me like my grandmother's generation. Like,
because that's how her age is.
Oh wow, okay.
Age group, yes. Okay. And I think that's why they also all, even when she's wrong, they don't say anything. Because you know how you get around your grandma, you pedestal right. Your grandma can say, "You look a mess." You like, "Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am."
Yeah, and you cry in the corner. Yeah.
Right. And so the dentist, the line she said to me that they cut out before I popped off on her was, well, Jackie didn't lie. Your uterus don't work, do it? That's what she said to me.
Ooh.
They cut that out for a reason, because who says that to another what black woman says that to another black woman who has had fertility problems?
That's evil. No, that's literally
evil. Yeah, but she did her job because they kept trying to get me to get out of character and to cut up and to be recalcitrant, and that black, you know, popping off woman that they love to display on TV, and I just couldn't take it no more.
No, but in that scene, you actually held your cool very well. I mean, you went off on Heavenly.
But that's how you talk to people like that.
Heavenly,
you have to.
She don't hear nothing else. But I handle Jackie.
Interaction with Jackie.
Yeah. You be quiet. Cool. You be quiet and let them reveal themselves. But so many people were like, "Oh, you know, you wussed out. You didn't cuss out."
No, I don't think so. I don't think so.
I let her reveal herself. I said, "How disappointing," and that was enough.
Yeah. Because the thing is, you don't like. First of all, intelligence is silent, right? So like, you don't always have to say something, but I think you handled them both appropriately. I just think when it comes to the dentist, that's just somebody that's insecure. And anytime she's going to run into somebody that I guess, really live the life she wished she had. It's going to be a problem.
Asia, your skin looks amazing. What are you doing?
Thanks, girl. I discovered these life-changing products called SOS Creations. I've been using their toning up package, and it has really made a big difference. And they have products for everyone. So if you have dark spots, stretch marks, acne, pimples, sun damage, psoriasis, eczema, or age spots, anything, they have products for you. So you should call them today.
I'm going to call right now.
Call 240-288-3414. That's 240-288-3414. Or visit SOScreation.com.
So I guess that's just what to come to expect from that. But David, for you, how do you feel as you're sitting by having to watch your wife go through this, and you can't jump in because it's stay out of a woman's business?
Yeah, no, I had seen the show enough beforehand to know that was absolutely something I needed not to do.
Okay.
And then I would have been throwing hands.
Because I saw some of the other guys kind of really get reamed for that. But,
don't play by my man.
But no, but Buffy is very good at handling herself. And so, when she was getting beat up, she was really going through it, and I really felt for her. And, I wish that I could have stood in more.
You were fantastic.
But I knew I had to be there to support you. And I think I was able to certainly in that scene kind of express what my feelings were with regards to the whole thing. And you just need to be careful what you're saying, because you really, you don't know how someone else may take that, because you don't necessarily know their backstory. Sure. And so, I think it's, but it was hard to see her go through that. Not only then, but at several points throughout the season.
Oh yeah, then they questioned my mental health because I cried because I lost 6 babies. Like, if a Black woman can't cry about that, what the hell can we cry about?
Right. Yeah,
first off, it's healthy to cry. Now, if we want to talk about mental health, the dentist is who needs to be like
for a few weeks.
You should be able to express yourself, and sometimes that is crying, and that is a normal emotion.
And real talk, I'm an empath, a real empath. And some of the times y'all saw me like in pain, it's because I was taking on all them energies around me. And some of them girls in some real pain, and I felt for them. I really did.
Yeah. Yeah, I would definitely agree with you. Before we move on from that, I got one more question. I just want to know. Was Joseline really going to beat up Toya?
No, child, no. So, yeah, no. And I'll tell you quick, because I know I got limited time. That they was trying to make, I think the network and the production company wanted me to be this snobby, rich, elitist broad. And that ain't who I am. She got coins, but I don't act like that. Okay. And so, I don't even talk about my money. They were the ones that said, you ain't on no budget for this house. That wasn't me. That was Toya, right?
Right.
And so when we were outside, Joseline was talking about having had her baby, and Toya said something about being a mom was hard, and Joseline disagreed. She was like, it's a blessing. And Toya got in her feelings. Joseline wasn't coming for Toya like, you ain't got no job. Joseline knows Toya got a job. She made good money working on Married to Medicine. That wasn't what she was saying. It was just a mix up. And then I think they also saw an opportunity for a scene.
Yeah, okay. Because my heart, I know editing is something, but my heart dropped. I said, oh God, Joseline. I got like Love and Hip Hop Atlanta season 3 reunion vibes. I'm like, oh God, she's gonna snatch a ponytail off or something. I'm like, oh Lord.
Right. And don't forget, Joseline is a pro at the reality TV game too. She knows what she's doing.
She was like this morning, I'm sure, in her head, and she did what she did. But she also don't play about her big sister either. And they were rolling their eyes at me, and Joseline had said, why y'all got y'all face stuck up at my sister beautiful mansion? That was what she said, and they cut that out.
We all need a friend like that. Okay.
No, she don't play. So, but no, ain't nobody wasn't gonna fight. And I actually got Joseline to agree to apologize to Toya and Eugene, because I actually love Eugene, but they had left. So either way.
Well, they left. Well, hey, that's fine. Well, but let me ask you this: I think I already know, but out of everybody on the cast, if you had to be stuck in a room with them for 24 hours, who would you pick?
Mariah.
Okay. Now, what are your feelings on the alleged lawsuit she has going on currently with Bravo?
Good for her. And I don't understand why all the rest of them broads who would not have what they have today, if not for her idea, her coins, pitching a show, putting a pilot together, and dealing with Hollywood to get it to happen. Like for me, I was like, every end of the season, there need to be a thank you Mariah damn party. Why? Why not? Why not? Why is the invoice of the 2 words thank you so damn hard for people?
It's because what they're and I don't know. I'm just playing devil's advocate. What they're alleging is that before everything got picked up, she was trying to do underhanded stuff, but we haven't heard her side of the story. I'm just hearing theirs. So what I'm
gonna say, and I don't mean to talk about what I'm gonna say about that is, so.
So.
Do you think them producers and them other people don't do underhanded stuff? So my point is, she cast the show. You've been getting good coins for 7-8 years. People didn't know who the hell you were before the show. Be grateful. Be in a spirit of gratitude. And for me, yep, she probably done some nasty, mean stuff, but everybody got to embrace the dark and light sides of themselves. And Mariah's no different than anybody else. And when people treat you a certain way, you get put in the corner, and sometimes the dark side come out. But Mariah, she's very misunderstood. She stayed away from me, was very standoffish with me for the majority of the season. I could not understand why. Because we have the most in common. We're both successful women, independent of our physician husbands in business, interracial marriage, so on and so forth. And she told me the reason was I knew we would have a connection. And the minute we became friends, you would be treated like me. And that is exactly what happened.
Oh, it would have pitted you against everybody else. She has a point.
Yeah.
That is very true.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So Mariah.
Okay. Well, shout out to Mariah then. So I guess my next question would be, is there a future with you and Married to Medicine or Bravo in general?
Bravo, maybe.
Okay.
Do that.
Wait. Okay.
Stay tuned. Married to Medicine, hell, MF, no. Them ain't my kind of broad, except for Mariah.
Okay.
And I like Toya. And Toya is doing what she got to do, keep her check. I ain't mad with her. Who else I like? Mariah and Toya.
Okay. And David, are you somewhat kind of relieved that Buffy's not going back?
Yeah, I know, because it was hard on her at various points, because she really was put in a position where people were really questioning her and talking down to her, and it was hard.
And clearly I could cuss a bitch out, but I was trying to do something different.
Got questions? Talking to one of the world's top 10 psychics ought to help. Dr. Linda Salvin is amazing, with an uncanny ability to clarify your issues and bring you quick and accurate answers and predictions. From the White House to the homeless, Dr. Linda has helped thousands over more than 2 decades, on her national radio show, by phone, in person. When you need answers, Dr. Linda lights the way. Book time with this gifted healer and clairvoyant now. Visit lindasalvin.com or call 888-509-1077. And you can bring Dr. Linda's metaphysical healing home with her spirit-filled candles, Wicks of Wisdom, where pure essential oils and elements are powerfully released through her proprietary rituals to assist you in love, legal, career, finances, health, and more. Wicks of Wisdom work. See them and order yours at lindasalvin.com. Always fun and accurate, Dr. Linda's visions bring you solutions. Call 888-509-1077 or visit lindasalvin.com.
I wanted people to see the real positive Black women, and it don't have to just be the elder doctor. Like I never liked that it's only one person on the show that can be like normal professional Black women. Like you could still be funny, kiki, give great lines and confessionals, which I delivered, and cut up and wear a bathing suit and give good TV. But you also don't have to always be fighting and messy and cussing people out and pulling hair. And I saw it as an opportunity to try to show that you ain't got to do that. You can still be entertaining, but I didn't fit in the mold that they wanted me to. So, it wasn't.
And I get that, because they almost feel as if intelligent Black people doesn't sell, but it's just kind of like give it a chance. I mean, we've seen the ratchet, and I think that has its place. But that gets old, and it's just kind of like, okay, how many times can I see you guys have the same argument? Like, let's see something positive. So,
right. But they folk that look like Dave shows where they can be a happy white family. Chrisley knows best with himself.
Terry Bradshaw. Yep.
They give all these other people, the Kardashians for the most matter, they control all them narratives. You know what I mean? It was mostly really a family feel-good show with occasional stuff. But there ain't no reality Cosby Show family. Where they at? Why we don't have that? It's not fair. And we're going to change that. I want to say one more thing about Married to Medicine if I have time.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Another thing that I went into the show wanting to do as a fan of the show was I never liked that Dr. Whitmore seemed to be treated like she was Dr. Walter's physician's assistant.
Oh.
Because they do. They don't treat her like she is equivalent, and she is. She's been at Northside the same, maybe a few years younger because she's younger, but she is very respected. And we ain't friends no more, but I'm just gonna say this.
Okay.
I went in like I just never understood, and she has a way better bedside manner. When I had my lump and my scare, powers that be might have suggested, well, you should go to, Jackie because she had the breast cancer story, blah, blah, blah. It would be better. And I was like, nope, I'm going to go to Simone because I want people to see how you can see it through the TV. She loves her patients. It's not about money, not alleging that other people's it's about money. But she is a very good physician. And so, and I would often say, even at the reunion, I remember Andy asked some medical question. I was like, and what do you think, Simone? That got cut out. Dr. Because I was like, why y'all don't answer? Like, why you always pivot? Like, what's she a doctor too?
Yeah, I never really noticed that, but wow, that's a
I for her the whole time, but she failed to see that. But it's cool. It's cool.
Okay, wow, that totally went over my head. I'm glad you brought that perspective out. Okay. Well, really quick, let us know this, because I've always wondered too. When you guys film those reunions, like how long are you there?
20,000 hours.
All
it's
day.
All day.
Get there like 5 a.m.
5 a.m. to like
10
p.m. It's all day.
Wow.
And Andy there the whole day too. And Andy be like, "Child, I put my baby to sleep. I'm tired." He's actually lovely to everybody. He's nice. There.
Okay, well, that's good. Okay, because you can kind of tell, like, by the time it gets to like part 3 of the reunion, everybody's just beat. They're like, oh, okay, whatever, you win. Like, can we just go?
Yeah, go home, cut us out. We ready to go. Give me my check.
Okay, so for Buffy, you and David, is there anything else you guys want the audience to know? Anything else maybe we didn't cover today?
So, I am passionate about, especially now with COVID, folk learning to manage their finances.
Oh, yes.
I've been, doing my Crawl Before You Ball interventions for a number of years, and COVID has made that difficult. And so now I am, and I don't give away I don't sell my book. And plenty of people have been like, why don't you sign to sell the book? And the reason I don't sell my book is because y'all done read all these Susie Orman books, you done read all these Dave Ramsey books, and your ass still broke, right?
Yeah.
So the first step that people have to do is they have to acknowledge publicly that they have difficulties with their finances. And if you're not eligible, if you're not willing to do that, I can't help you. Because the problem is not that people don't think 1 + 1. Everybody know 1 + 1 = 2. But if something costs $3, you're going to still borrow, beg, whatever to get that thing because you want everybody else to think you have that other dollar. And until you deal with that, I can't help you. So I'm going to start offering, pre-sales will start September 15th, Tuesday, which is also the business corporate extension deadline. So if you ain't filed your business taxes, get them filed. Pre-sales for my e-series on Crawl Before You Ball, where I'm gonna teach everybody everything they need to know about saving money, and it's gonna not be in Greek. It's gonna be, because I speak multiple language, Ebonics, Trap, Sprechen Sie Deutsch. So it's gonna be where everybody can understand it. I'm real, And people that sign up for the pre-registration will be eligible for a live Zoom one-on-one that I'm going to do to make sure that you don't screw up at Black Friday and waste all your money for Christmas.
Okay. I'm not going to lie. I would definitely be interested in that just because things are improving for me definitely this year, and I just want to keep it that way.
Yeah.
you know, once you start to make a little money, you're like, oh, I don't want to go back. I remember what that was like, and I didn't like that. So
new problems emerge. You become the ATM machine for your family and friends, and we're gonna cover that.
Well, Buffy, you ain't had to call me out like that, though.
And Dr. Purcell has something new in his medical practice.
Yeah, so I'm expanding into there's a treatment called transcranial magnetic stimulation, or TMS. And so it's a medication-free treatment for depression, anxiety, OCD, some substance abuse, smoking. It can do a number of different things with this treatment. And so I'm very excited to now be offering that.
And this is a psychiatrist trying to get people off meds. Yep. So that tells you how dope he is.
and I love that, because with all this COVID stuff going on, I just heard today we're going to be in this probably until the end of 2021, it looks like.
Yep, if not longer.
Wow. So I'm sure that the rates of depression are just through.
Oh yeah, no, depression's up, anxiety's up. Suicide rates are up, although a lot of that data is delayed. I think we're going to see that the impact on that is actually much higher a year or two down the road. But the preliminary data is showing that suicide rates, particularly among young people, is up as well. And so, there's not only kind of the financial crisis is coming, but there's also a mental health crisis as well. Being
isolated, not being able to be around people. And David and I practice mindfulness and meditation, and we highly recommend that.
Yep.
Thank you. Can you talk about it? Because I talk about meditation on my show. I talk about manifesting your dreams, and I got the devil. Can you just talk about that really quick?
Yeah. So first of all, stop using fluoride toothpaste.
I don't really agree with that.
He doesn't agree with that, but I don't use fluoride. I feel like it dims down your third eye. And so, yeah, this the MRSMD saying that, not the MD. But, I meditate every day, and then we do it together at night before we go to sleep to clear my mind of the noise in the world. I don't watch the news anymore. I stopped that 3 weeks ago, and my life is so happy right now. It just is. Because it's low vibrational energy. I have learned to set boundaries. And if I come in contact, even via phone, with somebody that's, I feel horrible, then you're going to feel horrible.
Yeah. If you take that on and you focus on that, and then you amplify that within yourself, that's how you're going to feel. So taking a few minutes just to be quiet, kind of clear your mind. And some of this takes practice. I mean, nobody's gonna be able to just sit down and do it for the first time.
Yeah, it took me weeks to
get it. But there are ways to kind of learn new techniques and do it. But if you can take a few minutes, kind of clear your mind, get some good relaxation in, it can really help with stress, anxiety, depression, and just overall well-being.
Wake up, drink 16 ounces of water, and meditate. Then begin your day.
I agree, and that's exactly what I've been preaching. But so many people are so stuck in their ways, and they're like, "Oh, you're opening your portals and you're letting demons come in." I'm like, I can't talk to y'all. Y'all just
they don't understand, but they also need to understand there's dark and light in all of us, and you got to deal with both them. Shadow work has to be done, and Married to Medicine was my shadow work.
You said I am closing. I am good. We got this. I love that because that is very true. There is dark and light in everyone.
Yeah, okay. May the force be with you.
Well, guys, I have enjoyed you. You guys are welcome back anytime.
Anytime. Follow us on TikTok. I'm the real Buffy Purcell on TikTok. Ask Dr. David P. We've been blowing up. Our videos get like 4 million views. Holla at us on there. We real on TikTok.
You guys are hilarious. Like it's funny to watch. But guys, you guys have a good weekend. Enjoy your day. Thank you so much for taking this interview, and we'll be in touch. Take care.
Thank you so much. Bye. Thanks for having us.
Are you sick of walking around with that pooch that you just can't lose? Have you been trying to get back into your favorite apple bottom jeans, but you just ain't been able to? Or are you ready to finally have a beach body that you don't have to hide with the shirt or with the sarong? Then I got the perfect product for y'all, and it is called My Colon Cleaner. Now, this is not something that, you only do once every 3 months or once every 6 months. It is a daily fiber supplement that you will incorporate with healthy diet and proper exercise, along with a lot of water intake throughout the day in order to keep your poo moving, keep you healthy, keep you sound and in good health. So try.
It's a storm show. Ay, it's a storm show.